Good morning, prayer. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for all the new blessings, all the new blessings that you bestow on us. Thank you for all the employees, all the citizens. And as we go into this season, in the end, we're still as citizens, all have to be. Please forgive our sins and lead and guide us.
Amen.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As a special guest today. Mayor, council, pleased to be here tonight and talk a little bit about the relief that occurred last week. First off, it's always a wonderful reminder of the generous community that we live in. And first off, we'd like to thank the citizens and the residents of Parker County, just an outpouring of love and support that was shown to Elizabethtown, North Carolina, which they experienced was flooding from about 36 inches of rain that was dumped on their community for Florence. So first off, I'd like to thank them. The same group that I'd like to thank would be customer service group. Now, obviously, these poor guys, and they took time away from their families, away from their work to make this trip, and certainly without the help and the support from the customer service group, because they're the ones that they coordinated a lot of the efforts at City Hall where the items were received. They kept track of it and an inventory of it and transferred it to their storage area, their work area behind the State Theater, and also helped load the trailers that were driven down to Elizabethtown, North Carolina. And certainly we want to thank them also. And there's some employees that did a lot of work behind the scenes. So anyway, I don't want to miss them. I want to thank them also. So certainly it's a group effort. Certainly makes us proud of the community that we live in, and also the place that we work. And we thank you all for allowing us to do that and represent the city of Elizabethtown. Talk a little bit about Elizabethtown, North Carolina, and I know Mayor Berger had several conversations with Mayor Sylvia Campbell down in Elizabethtown, and I got plenty of text messages and had phone conversations with her. What a wonderful lady she is, very, very hospitable. Elizabethtown, North Carolina is around 4 square miles. They've got about 3,600 residents. If you compare, their county is about equal size and equal population to our corporate boundary, our corporate city limits. So certainly they take pride in their downtown, and certainly we do also. And just a very generous community in how they received us. And I can tell you that in a conversation trying to coordinate at the time on the delivery, the mayor, Campbell, called me, and she said, Don, she said, I'm going to put your employees up at the knock. And I said, that's not necessary. She said, no, we're going to take care of this. And they put them up in pretty nice areas. I think the wine was it. So, Cape Fear Winery and Villa, put them up at Villa, fed them dinner. The next morning they had breakfast. The trailers were unloaded, and there was, as you can see in the picture, there were plenty of people in their community that helped. And then they were given a tour of Elizabethtown, and there's some pictures that shows that, and also there's a couple of pictures in there on the evidence of the damage that occurred during the hurricane. So, in summary, the guys, they drove 1,300 miles in roughly 2 days. They left at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning last week and arrived back in Elizabethtown, Kentucky on Thursday or early Friday morning, 12 to 12:30. So I certainly want to introduce them, anything that they want to share, any questions you want to ask them. But I can tell you, certainly, again, I'm very proud to work with these individuals, to work with the people that helped in this effort. We certainly appreciate it. Applause to you, applause to these men. First, I introduce Ricky Marlatt, it's Justin Yates, Troy Kugel, Chuck Patterson. So again, we'd like to thank them. And I think what was collected was roughly around 10,000 pounds of goods. You had water, you had food, you had pet supplies, you had clothes, you had cleaning supplies. I mean, I don't think there was anything on the list that wasn't donated. So certainly we're proud to do this. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Anything you have?
I just have a comment that one of you might understand on that. One of the things that I would agree in situations like this, it really doesn't matter what you give. I know they got a lot of water and bottled water stuff, right? It really doesn't matter what you give because then that we're giving the other. They were kind of, the focus of the warehouse space there. I think it's needed not only to give it to them, but they're giving it to someone else. Who would then probably give it to someone else? So I think that's one of those things. That's what.
Two things. One is their city or their township was established in 1773, and 2 hours after these guys left Elizabethtown, North Carolina, we received an email from a resident. And if you would, I'd like to read this. Moore, resident of Elizabethtown, North Carolina, says, "May I take a minute to thank you all for the support and help that you have given and shown to us in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. I had no official title or name, just a resident that was touched by your love and generosity. Thank you so very much. You are appreciated more than I can say." Signed, Mayor Moore.
Once again, we have to mention that, Jesse Alessio brought this to my attention, so we will thank him also. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Don. Okay, now, Corey Don and Charlie Bryant, to talk about water and wastewater and all kinds of things.
We've been working on, agreements, in order to affect the overall agreement with, Hardin County Water District number 2 for sewer service to the Lindale service area. What I'm going to do is try to give you a little bit of background on how we have gotten to this point. And I'm going to ask Corey is prepared to talk about some of the aspects of the actual agreement. So, to go back to the 1970s, when the city was looking for funding to rebuild and expand its wastewater treatment capacity, of course, there was federal funding available. In order to apply for this federal funding, you had to have what was known as a 201 facilities plan. 201 facilities plan obviously had a lot of information about the local community and the needs. But basically, 201 facilities plan produced planning area around Elizabethtown, which is beyond the city limits. And it produced a facility concept over what kind of treatment, what size, what type of treatment do you need to try to build. So with that completed, which is set right here, get that done, get approved for the current wastewater plant construction was began. In the midst of that, of course, the city was doing some expansion with its city limits, but the city adopted a policy whereby city sewer service would not be extended or provided outside the city limits. That was to help control growth and produce good plan system, one that was affordable for the city, and the city would have capacity to provide for. So, then as a result of that planning document and funding that was received several times over the years, federal grants and loans and the regional planning process, the city's treatment plant has become classified as a regional facility. So with that regional facility, the responsibility, we've talked about this stuff over the last several years, comes the responsibility to make needed service available. And with the development planning for industrial site in Glendale, the city's obviously very interested in potential future growth there. Then we started discussing how the city could utilize its regional facilities in order to provide service there. Water District decided, and we've had a number of discussions with them over the last 10 years about service beyond the city limits. And of course, the city has maintained its policy of not extending its service outside the city limits. But then we started looking at all of the things I mentioned. We started looking at, okay, for specific needs, how would we do this? And really, so far, it's come down to about 3 basic types of service. One would be about contract. That would be, for example, like done recently with the City Valley School. That's a contract with the Hart County Schools for service. Second one would be through the perimeter program. Now, this has been studied, proposal as far as creating a service area that's just beyond the city limits, but maybe not yet in the city limits. A program for allowing development to occur that could be planned for and would have a potential for being annexed in the city. That's basically as far as we have gotten with that. And that agreement or that potential policy kind of got set to the side because of the funding that has come to the Water District for providing sewer service to the Glendale service area, a large part of that industrial area. So that then is another type of service, which would be to a special service area like Glendale. In this case, Water District is getting funding, there's construction, and they will operate that system and will collect it and have the waste to the city plant. So the city won't be involved in the actual collection of it all, but the city does need to be involved in managing the waste that they come in to make sure that it does not create a problem for the plant or for the stream that is going into. So, what I said earlier, what we're working on in our agreements to make those things happen. And those two agreements, which are encompassing total or a wholesale service agreement, provided that the council has already approved the concept of that, where all the city is only treating the waste. It won't use the same rate as it is for its customers inside the city limits because it's not having to operate the actual treatment system. And the second type of agreement involved is they call it control authority. This one is required by the state because if we're going to be accepting waste from other entities, in this case, an area that's outside the city's control, that's being operated by another agency, then the city has to have the authority to be able to enforce its requirements through its sewer use ordinance, recruitment program, and large commercial or industrial. So that's what Corey's going to talk with you about, the characteristics of those things. That I said, those are the agreements that we're working on, and when we have some drafts, we'll be back with you to talk about that.
know that sewer is coming in, I'm sure you're aware, but we're the ones we'll be dealing with in terms of what you're allowed to actually put into the sewer. Certain things will not agree with what we allow in our plant water treatment. So, over majority of it, but that's the main thing we're looking at currently, what industries can go in there and what rules, regulations they'll have to follow. For instance, restaurants will have to have a free shop if they don't already have one, or we'll work with them to see what they can put in place of it, or what type of frequency they'll have to be in order to clean their out that they currently have. So, we've already gone over all that with most all the industries and restaurants there that we're seeing. I meet the county on Friday to go over more details of this control third agreement and start working on both sides. Questions about this?
Corey,
Yes.
who will determine what control is granted to the city? The monitor, I mean, you said they need to determine who will.
Well,
Who
the
will
control
grant
authority agreement, they, basically county will be making us the control authorities, which is how it is our sewer use ordinance now. They'll have to follow all the rules in the sewer ordinance, they'll be basically implementing theirs by policy, but they will adopt our sewer use ordinance, and then we will be the ones conducting.
And it will be a city employee, I mean, one of our employees that will monitor? Okay.
A couple of technical questions which might not be appropriate. How many pump stations do you anticipate will
I believe they're putting in 4 currently. It's all through the county water, so I think the plan is to put in 4. I don't know if they're putting them all in the very beginning, because one of them will be specifically for the industrial site. I don't know if they're going to do that one right at the beginning, but the plan is 4.
And one more, when the county puts in the piping, are they gonna put any hookup nodes for potential Glendale industrial sites? In other words, they just run into those nodes
There's gonna
eventually.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 separate lines. One line is going to be strictly designated for that industrial site. I'm not sure if they've actually put that one in yet, but the plan is to have a separate line designated just for
How, what problems, I would think we should have 4. And the rules for those residents and commercial property should be identical to what we have for our own residents.
Yes, sorry, I guess I kind of skipped the part, but they will be adopting by policy our sewer use ordinance in its entirety, which gives us the authority to go out there and do any sort of testing that we need to do, and they have to follow the same rules, any kind of connections they have, what they're allowed to discharge from I&I, things can't be hooked up to it. We may have to go out and inspect some of the homes, make sure none of that stuff is connected.
Can they opt out if they don't want to do that?
I believe they have, instead of a working septic system, they're allowed to stay on septic, they do not have to connect.
But I doubt that they're going to have any choice.
They will, as long as they have an existing, septic system that is working, the health department will require them to connect, but if in the future anything does fail with it, they would require it.
But it's that residential and commercial both.
I believe residential, I don't think commercial.
So commercial properties will have to form.
I believe, so. I know industrial has to, some of them have conditional use permits that as soon as sewer comes into the area, they have to connect. I'm not 100% sure on commercial, since they don't actually have an agreement with the state like industry do, but I believe they have to connect.
I don't think the commercial does have a lot of those restaurants that have scraps.
Correct. If they're going to, I think, but again, I'm not sure if they have an existing septic tank, they're allowed to keep that.
Right, I was just wondering if they wanted to opt out, or if they let them opt out as well.
If they want to connect to, or they're not allowed to opt out of our rules if they connect to.
That's right. But they can opt out not to the service.
Correct.
So this is open to not only industry, commercial, but residents, the whole community, right? Okay.
Everywhere that their flood system currently going to, which I believe is Glendale proper, and a few of the areas along the way. But it doesn't go all.
So is the county water district then responsible for getting all that set up to hook up to the residentials?
Yes, they're doing all of the billing for.
We don't do anything other than collect or being pumped to us.
Right, they come from all the collection systems, block it, and they have responsible for just the treatment. But in that process, we will still go out and inspect, make sure that they're connected properly.
And maintenance of the system, all the piping, everything, once it's in, is their responsibility.
Remember, when we went through
our city and make sure that all residential stormwater runoff is not going into our sewers. Are we gonna do the same thing there?
Yes, the plan is to inspect those homes, make sure none of those things are being connected. So I believe the plan is to be inspected even before.
That'd be good, I would advise that, because we don't want to get hooked up with it.
It's one of the things we talked about initially when they first announced the project at the, when they did the town meeting in church, we let them know that these. Any questions?
Scott, you want to update us on your latest projects? Freedom Lake Park City Hall, my God.
Thank you all. Just a quick update on those three projects. Went out to American Legion today. The building is coming up out of ground. Blocks installed. On the bathroom side of it, the studs on the office side will start going up here soon as well. So that building should be under roof hopefully in the next 5 or 6 weeks, hopefully quicker than that. Still got to put the trusses on the roof, so that one's coming up. Freedom Lake Park is going to drag a little bit behind that one because of the structure. That the Freedom Lake Park project is a truss, a wood truss structure, so we're not actually building down a block and stuff. So that is on order. It should be here hopefully about 6 or 7 weeks. Floor at Freedom Lake should be poured this week. So if you go out there, plumbing pipes are sticking up out of the ground, gutters are in, so that one's on its way as well. City Hall project, contractor is going to start Wednesday in the basement. Should have a full schedule on it, hopefully by the end of the week, so we know when we can get you all back up to the City Hall instead of meeting here. Because I'm on the wrong side, I'm good in this. So, gotta get you all. Police department code so that project's going to get started this week as well. Any questions on those three?
Is the American Legion at Freedom Lake, is that going to get done this year? Are we going to be finished with it?
American Legion will be close to being done by the end of the year. Freedom Lake will be.
January.
Will be done with this.
Yes. And City Hall contractor has 270 days.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
270 on City Hall.
How about their order?
They get to their seven days.
You're talking to the wrong engineer for that. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that.
I saw they were cutting down all of beautiful trees that Dr. Godfrey decorated for Christmas, recording them down to studs today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay.
That's my pay.
Dr. Godfrey stopped them from cutting all of that. I said Dr. Godfrey stopped them from cutting all of them. They did the same.
Well, is it in the right of way? Is that why they did them that
It's
way?
in the utility easement, it's part of the disturbance.
So what?
So we looked at that and decided which ones had to go, which ones could stay.
Are we getting close on that?
They were out there working pretty hard for that.
I saw they did some, sidewalks.
Yeah. They got a subcontractor outside of Bill Brothers.
They did.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and get some extra help in there.
The lights are brighter, it's not up here, Michael.
He just talked from the back. He runs the whole meeting.
I didn't see you pushing me out of the way up here.
Talk about as far as
Pritchard, we have changed direction just a little bit. I think his memo came out a few weeks ago. Showed you all, we started out at like 4 or 5 items on Pritchard, and we expanded that scope to about 14. So what we've asked our architect, Chris Cottingham, is to provide us more of a planning type document at the beginning to make sure we're getting everything in that project that we need. And then we're going to come back to you all when that document is done. I don't know if it'll be an official document. When that process gets done, then we'll bring it back to you all with a time frame and a budget.
And we went on a code post.
Yes. It's gonna change some
This will
conditions.
go on. Once will be here next year with that budget.
So, the hope is to get that still done in the next month or so. What direction? That's it on those. I'll move on to the Wilson Center project. About 6 weeks ago, I think it was about 6, give you all a memo, just a reminder that what we talked about the budget as far as new carpet, flooring in the Justice Center with paint as well. We have bid that project now, so I gave you all the bids. We received 4 bids. I thought it was kind of funny, we received 2 on City Hall, $2 million project. We got 4 on the $200,000 project. I don't understand contractors sometimes, so. We received 4, Churchill McGee's, the low bidder at $239,347. I spoke with them today. They're excited to get started. They said they have everything in the project and they feel confident that we can come to that price. So, I'll probably write you all a memo later this week. Bring it forward to you for approval next Monday, if that's okay.
And does this include what the judges wanted? I know they
Yes.
sent it some.
Yes, this is, and you can see on the bid, the different areas that we're gonna be working on.
Yeah.
This is the judges' chambers, the jury rooms, the back corridors that the public doesn't see, it's the secure corridors.
Right.
Everything around Loretta's area, the clerk in her office, and then, the grand jury room as well. And this is all flooring and paint that is, original to the building in 1997, so 21 years old, so.
And we still have the funding.
Yes, I'm sorry, I meant to say that. We have $272,000, a little over 272, in the pool of money that we had in construction. So we have enough to pay for that. We don't have much left. $33,000. Yeah. But we spent that money wisely in the last several years to improve the things that we fixed down there. There might still be some money that has to be paid out for HVAC, but we'll work with the state ALC on that to sure. They're doing a much better job of reimbursing us money on HVAC. So I feel confident that that money will last us at least another year. We've got 3.5, so
3.5 more.
3.5 more years. It's April of 2022, and we turn that building back over to the county. So if everything's good, we'll send you all a memo and this is order for next week. Thank you.
I said the light right up there, but I guess I'm staying.
And hot.
No, I said they were brighter than back here.
Just wanted to make the council aware that, with the Industrial Foundation, the city is working with Tulsa on some expansion plans out of their plant. Based on those plans, we will be bringing some items before you all in the next 30 days. Part of that expansion deals with some building additions that impact Market Drive, which is a road that I think most people would not realize is a public dedicated street, but it is one of the access points that Tulsa receives a lot of their shipping in that particular entrance, not their employees. But they've asked us to close a portion of that right of way to help them reconfigure their lot. Like I said, they've been working with the city and the Industrial Foundation on that. We'll need you all to take some official action along this expansion. So we're going to bring a couple items to you all in the next 30 days over that. So just wanted to give you all a heads up to information.
Mayor, can I have a minute? I wanted to introduce my new assistant,
Sure, Ron.
if that's all right.
Yeah.
This is Rita Davis. She's our new assistant stormwater engineer.
Rita, you
Bree comes to us from a town high school grad and UK grad. She's a professional engineer in the state, already licensed. Comes with a bunch of experience from Stantec, one of the consultants here that operates here in the state and really worldwide. So we expect Bree to make an immediate positive impact. So far.
She absolutely will. Right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, guys.